with a new topic today. I will post the link. We will go from there, and everyone knows the routine. So we will go from there. We'll share it out and everything. First, I will pin the comment. If I can do this right. Okay, now I'll share it out. See how many people we get in today. Takes me a little while to share it out, so we'll see what happens. I know it's early for a lot of people, but that's okay though. I do it when I have time, and I know not everybody can make the same time schedule I can. Keep inviting the same people. If they show up, they show up. Okay,
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Message from someone. They're going to try to check in. They're on their way home from work, and it's a 2.5 hour drive. And a few other places I got to share it out. So we'll be with everybody in a second. All right, I'll just see who shows up, who doesn't. I'll give it a little time for people to come in. I know it's early. For a lot of us, some people, it's a little later. All new people are welcome. You come on panel, just show your face. I don't know if we got put in here, but I'm going to put the topic in here. Okay, 1 second. I saw you come in. Hey, Kev, how you doing? Thank you for coming in. Yeah, angels is a topic. Do you believe thoughts, opinions, etc.? It didn't look like it showed up after I put the date in here, so I'll just have to keep saying what it is. Thoughts, opinions, do you believe? Trying to stay on topic, see where it goes. I know it's early. I know it's a little later where you're at, Kev, but I appreciate you coming in. Rename this afterwards when I get enough people coming in. Yeah, thank you. Put the date and the topic didn't show up. Great. Save the playlist. Okay, I'm good to go. Hey, Carl. Thanks for coming in. But the topic did not show up after I put the date in, and I put the topic up and didn't show up. So
It's all right.
yeah, so it's just angels. Do you believe thoughts, opinions?
Yes.
What's your whole thing on it?
Yes, 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 and yes. Yeah.
Well, I'll put it this way: when I was on the street and I had nowhere to go, this truck driver from Canada came out of the middle of nowhere. I look at him as an angel because we sat up and had coffee for about 6 to 8 hours. And next thing you know, I had a place to stay. I had damage deposit. I had the rent paid and everything. And as soon as I had a place to go, he left. So
Yeah.
to me, this person was an angel to me because I've never seen the person before. Who would go out of their way for someone you don't even know, sit up and listen to them for 6 to 8 hours? Next thing you know, you have a place to go when you're on the street. So,
yeah, well,
Canadian trucker, that's all I know. I don't even know his real name.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they come in different ways. I mean, so they'll come to you in a way that you could relate to a lot of times. So, you never know how many of you've passed normally, and a lot of times the one like that one, sometimes most likely that one's your guardian. Usually, if you're in trouble, usually you're your guardian. But it yeah, yeah, there are angels. I know there are. I mean, golly, I got two. They're good friends, pretty much. uh,
Well, I look at it to the point too. We can cover whether you think they're light, dark, neutral, whatever. We can
they're light. Oh, they're very light. Yes, yes, yes.
because I believe there's all kinds. Regular archangels, there's this, that, whatever. It's a broad topic. So,
well, there's multiple layers of angels, but as far as dark, no, they're all light. Um, um, because angels are nothing but high frequency beings. Um, which which that means they're not negative. They can't be negative because they're ultra high frequency. So but yeah, you have your you have your angels, and you have your Um, you got your archangels, then you had the oh, what's that other one? They're like some of the high. They're like some of the highest ones. I mean, there's like different layers of angels.
Yeah, I also, to me, I look at the dark ones as kind of the fallen angel type deal.
Well, yeah, but well, the thing is that once they fall, they're no longer angels because they come low. Because they come low. They become low level beings. They're the lowest of the low.
Yeah, I know some people that's up for debate, but where it's just an open topic, and I respect everybody's opinion and
Mhm.
judgment on it. So,
Um, but yeah, definitely angels will come to you. They will come to you as you could to what you can relate to. Um, but then there's some that they actually come to in their for real form. Um, now say like me, will come to me with a lion's head. He might come to somebody else with a different head. Now the only one that does come is pretty much just his true height and everything else. That would be probably would have to be Megatron. Um, he's the one. He's the one that's huge. He's 20, 25, 30. You know, 20 feet tall with 30 freaking feet of wingspan. I mean,
yeah, I always look at it this way too. If you do a topic and you have a little personal experience on it, it always should make the live a little better too.
oh yeah. I mean, now see, the thing of Megatron likes to come to me because he likes to get me. He likes me when I laugh. But I'm not laughing at him. I'm laughing because I'm just in awe. He likes it when I go in awe because he's just so massive. He's huge. Um, he is a good one. He protects the ones that have been abused and bullied and all of that. He's their protector. Um, I mean, I've dealt with you.
And
But
if we're really going to reach out, do you believe in partial or full angelic possession?
ooh,
Because that could get deep.
yeah, I can get deep. I can get deep. Mm, um,
I honestly believe it can happen.
it could. I think it can. But it has to be for them to do it. It has to be really special because they're not just going to jump anybody.
Now, I think that would depend on the circumstances and what's going on too.
Exactly. That's
Yeah,
exactly it. Has the person, the situation, and why. Because one, I mean, that takes a lot of when they jump somebody. I mean, you got to figure that's a lot of energy, a high energy jumping into a low being like us. I mean, we're low frequency compared to them, very low frequency compared to them. So for them to slam all that into us, it could probably be dangerous. Um, but yeah,
and it's a matter, I think, if you can actually handle the situation.
that's true too. Exactly. I mean, there's a lot of very um how do you put
Variables, variance, etc.
variances to variances. Thank you. That's what I was looking for. Variances to why it would happen and would it happen. So I don't know. I think that there's so much we just don't really know about angels as much. I mean, we know, yeah, I figure we know a lot, but really, if you think about it, what we know is not even probably maybe just a scratch We just got a scratch on this on it. We don't even have because it's just there's so much. You know what? I mean, look. Look. I mean, the same goes with with other stuff. I mean, as far as like demons, we don't know a whole lot about them either. We know we know a lot, but I know it sounds kind of contradicting. We know a lot, but we don't know a lot of them. But I mean, because we just don't, it's not like something we can just sit here and just study them and and put them under a microscope and or run tests on. Oh, we can't. All we can go is by his experiences and what is written down from these experiences. That's the only thing we can go by.
Yeah, I know there's books out there that talk about different names and this, that, what they're supposed to
Mm,
be, but I still believe that we won't or know everything.
no, and
Until the time comes.
Yeah.
yeah, um, oh yeah, definitely, most definitely, we won't. Yeah, we won't know anything till then. Um, like I said, right now, as of right now, all we know is by personal experiences. What they got, what happened to them, and everything else, and they write it down. That's all we know of, really, about anything between the angels, the demons, and everything in between. That's all we know. And
What do you think of these so-called photographs that are on the internet, supposedly pictures of them?
ooh, that I don't know. A lot of times, honestly, I take that with a grain of salt because a lot of times, you can't. It's hard to tell whether are they faked or is there something there. I mean, I've seen videos supposedly of I mean, when a person dies, or even heck, I've even seen a video where a deer died, got hit by a car, died, and the soul left it. So
Yeah, that's what I was going to bring up too, because I've recently seen more and more videos of supposedly people passing on, and supposedly they get video of their soul passing on. But that's all for interpretation too. And
ex-
depending on all the technology you got out there, you never know. It's hard to prove it one way or the other.
yes, it is, and some of that's the problem with you know that's one thing. Digital photography, digital video, digital all that. You know, to me, yeah, it's really good. It's good quality, high quality, nice looking, and all that. But guess what? I don't really like it because why? It can be faked so easy, so
And,
easy. Because
and
all you got to
the,
do is slip a
yeah, and
camera.
the longer we go into stuff, the more technology is going to grow, the easier it's going to be into fake stuff. So you
Right,
almost got to look at stuff back in history as more realistic.
exactly. And because like that's why I love like the regular old 35 millimeter camera. You can't fake it as easy. Because it's just once the shut opens and closes, bam, it exposes the film. That's it. I mean, yeah, you can. I mean, you can overexpose it, yes. But the thing is, though, when you double expose the film, it you can tell there's a difference in it than as if it was just regular because it makes it weird looking. Um,
Here's something I never thought about, but I just thought about it now. Do you think you could actually get an angelic voice through actual type of voice recorder or a spirit board or something like that? The actual voice or actually angelic language?
ooh, that's a good, interesting question there. Really, um, I don't know. I don't think anybody's ever done it. I don't, or they could have gotten it. They careful there.
Yeah.
I mean, they could, they could have got one. But here's the thing, though, they're not going to probably say their real name if they did get it. But to me, they talk too loud. I don't think they could get one because they just talk so freaking loud. They're so loud when they talk. Um, And the thing is, I don't know if well, maybe they're. I don't know if they could catch the frequency that they're on. Maybe I don't know. That's another.
Let's pretend it was a voice or a whisper. Would you be aware or be willing to hear it?
Would I be aware of what?
Like, let's say if it was just like a whisper or
Mhm.
just the thought in your head, do you think it could be some type of angelic thing?
Oh yeah, I mean, I get them all. I get them some in my head. Yeah, that's pretty much the only way they can. I can't hear them, but I can. I can only hear what they're saying through my head. I can't hear it through my ears. Um.
I guess a perfect example where all of a sudden you get a strong feeling to just walk on the other side of the street or take a different route home. Do you think that could be partial or partly angelic?
Well, that could be your. I mean, yeah, because that could be your guardian. But also it depends. I mean, it can also be your just natural instincts. It could be again, that's a lot. There's a lot of variance to that too, as well. It could be.
Yeah, and how do you really decipher between the two unless you're had experience or know the difference?
Well, honestly, I don't know if you could really tell because all it's going to do is just saying, "Hey, you know, don't do that, don't go there, don't do this, don't do that," or something is going to go bad, wrong. So I mean, it could be. I don't know. There's, like I said, there's a lot of variances. I mean, it could be between your guardian angel to a spirit, a family not spirit, spirit. Heck, between to or just your natural natural instinct of quit jumping on the bed, um wake her up. um so anyways, um what was I saying?
Well, I'll put it
Oh,
this way.
like, okay, like, some people, no matter what, everybody has a gift. It may not be like, mine or Erica or anybody else. It may not be like theirs, but they have a form of gift, and a lot of that's that second what is it, the second to intuition, the intuition, what, like, oh crap, something's about to happen. You just get that feeling like something's about that bad to happen, or something is not right about the situation. That is part of a gift. So I mean, it could be that. Even there's a lot of variances to variables to what, why you do that.
Okay, here's another question or throwing something out there. Do you believe they can take at least temporary human form?
uh Only two could. Only two can. Only two. um there was only two. um Megatron was one of them, and crap, what was his brother? Ezekiel, no, Ezekiel, I think it was. No, it was Megatron's brother. Megatron's brother. It was Megatron, his brother, but they became.
Hello, Ashley.
They said hi, Ashley, and no, we're not talking about Transformers, honey.
But it
No,
could be more than meets the eye.
no, we're talking about angels, and a mega. There is a Megatron, Mega, not Mega, Mega, huh?
I was wondering where the whole Transformer thing came in.
um, but I mean, it was Megatron's brother, and oh, what was their names? I know. Hold on. I am. I'm going to.
Gabriel?
Huh?
Gabriel?
Yeah, it was Gabriel, but Megatron. I forgot what Megatron's human name was. It was his brother. Um.
Now, you said you've talked to him
Yeah.
or had a visit from him.
Yeah.
How do you decipher between them and something else?
Because like I said, they're high frequency. They're very strong. Very, very strong. They actually had to turn themselves down when they come to me. They got to where they do it. Before, when they first came, they would just plop down here, and it would just be too much at one time, and my head would just instantly go into a insanely migraine. And then and I just talked to him about it. I was like, "Hey, y'all can't just come, you plopping down here at full speed and just stop on me." I said, "It hurts." And so they quit. They quit doing that. They just they as they come in, they're adjusting to my level of that level of threshold I can withstand.
And if we're really going to go deep into it, and if you talk into the paranormal fields, do you really think some kind of angelic being could actually haunt or stay at a certain place?
Um,
That's a tough question, I know.
they're not. I don't know. Honestly, I don't think so. I mean, your guardian, you are assigned a guardian angel when as soon as you're born. Bam, you got your guardian angel is assigned to you, and it's with you till death. So that yes, that one does stay with you, only you, the whole time. Um, so
I just thought in the fact that maybe something was punished or something, or something stuck in a certain area, or would that be possible?
no, I don't think so. No. They're not like demons. They'll try to a lot of times they'll just hang out in one spot and just stay there, or until they attach to something else. Um, but as far as angels, no, they're too much free flowing. They go where they go. No, I don't think they sit and like so-called haunt a place. Because why? What would they do? They wouldn't get anything from that.
And I don't think any of them could really follow you home to tell the truth.
Who could an angel follow you home?
Yeah.
Yeah, it can follow you home. Why couldn't it follow you home? It could walk with you. Yeah, there's nothing stopping that.
I'm just trying to cover all the wide range of topics because with the thousands upon millions of angels, they're out there. You never know when something could come around or stick around, so to speak.
Oh
So
yeah.
you may want something, you may not want, and if worse comes to worse, how to get rid of it.
You're not gonna need to get rid of it. One that'd be hard to get rid of one, but I mean, why would you want to get rid of one?
Well, I just figured I'd just cover it in case there's people out there that think they or might want to try something like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to try it, to be honest with you. Yeah, I wouldn't want to try to banish or get rid of an angel. That would be one. That's not your place. That's only the big man's place, and but it could, it could come back to bite you in the butt more harder than you ever will get bit. Um, they're powerful. They're very powerful. But yeah, I would not want. I won't see why you would want to get one unless you just kind of stupid.
Well, I'm just figure with all the different religions and all the way people believe, you never know what people could have or believe or talk about. Or
Yeah, that's it. That's one thing. I'm just going to touch base with it.
Instagram.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, though, in order to have one, you got to have the other. So, I mean, but I mean,
The whole good and bad, good and evil type deal.
the yin and yang, it has to exist. There has to be a balance. If there's no balance, and then there's everything's off balance, and then there's I mean, it's just chaos. There has to be a balance.
Okay, here's really getting deep into it. Let's say you want to so-called summon an angel. Do you think it's possible?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
I have and done and do. But yeah, when you call, they come. Yes. I don't see why they wouldn't. If you need them, they'll come.
Well, I'm actually talking like magic type stuff.
Oh, why? No, I mean you wouldn't need to use magic. Why would you need to use magic? All you gotta do is just call them. They
Well,
will
I
come.
just figure some people are into different things, and I'm sure some people think they can
Yeah.
summon or talk to stuff through certain types of magic. So I thought I'd bring that up too.
Honestly, I mean, yeah, yeah, you can do spells to call demons forward and yada yada. But here's the thing, though. Usually, if you know a demon's name, you know their name, and you call it, they're good to come. It's just as much like an angel. You know their name, you call them, they will come. Um, and stuff. So, just like anything, really, you know their name or you know it, whatever it is, you can call it. It will come. All right, here we go. We're gonna be in the field of dreams. All right, if you build it, they will come. Hey, if you call, they will come. So yeah, pretty much. But yeah, I think mostly you don't really need spells to call one. You just call one, it will come.
Well, I just figured people believe how different things, so I figured I'd throw that out there too.
Mm-hmm. Um, what else you got?
I don't know. No, I'm not sure what else to bring up for it, but
Yeah, it's a very it's a huge rabbit hole. It's like anything. A lot of stuff like that. It's nothing but a huge rabbit hole, and you're gonna. I mean, you can keep going down and down and down and down and down that hole, and you're gonna learn something new or find something out every inch you go down.
well, we do hope that Jake's okay. You said something about an appointment he's got after
Oh,
school. So I hope he's okay.
yeah. It's just we're going to the allergist, and he's going to the allergist. He swapped allergy doctors. Went from his pediatric one to the one that we go to, and he's got his he's just started, so he's got today's his scratch test. So
Okay.
yeah, that's all he's doing for today is just get a scratch test, just to find out what all he's what he's allergic to.
No, I was pretty sure I will not be going on tomorrow because I do have stuff on the afternoon. So I'm just throwing that out there too.
Yeah,
I'll
I
be
got
available during the daytime and the evening, but the afternoon I'm kind of booked. So
yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing tomorrow. And Monday, I don't know what I'm doing. I think we got stuff
I'm
going
busy
on.
Monday too. So
Yeah, I got stuff going on Monday. I think myself.
Monday,
Um,
eye appointment. I got to go downtown for that. I don't know how long that's going to take. Probably a good hour, 20 minutes to get down there and back at least.
I
Take
had
a
an eye
few hours.
appointment yesterday. That didn't go so well. It was so bad. Actually, my insurance company filed agreements on the office.
Wow.
Yep. Yep. They were on the phone with me, and they heard all of this all the commotion going on, and she said, that's it. She goes, I'm sorry. Um,
Was
but
that an insurance issue or just other stuff?
no, it was their issue. The insurance was fine. The insurance was trying to tell them what could go. Everything is covered and all that, and they want to charge me a fee for something that was already covered. And they said you cannot do that. You cannot do that, especially when it comes to Medicaid. You cannot do that. You can't. That's considered. They consider that double dipping. When you ask for a
Yeah.
fee that is covered, and they pay, and they say, "Oh, supposedly they're going to reimburse that fee." No, I said you can't do that, and they said, "Oh, it's done by every office, yada 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 yada," and what it was a $50 refraction fee. And you know what the refraction is?
Yeah.
That's the thing that you put in your face on your the big huge thing that they put there to get your prescription. You know, they go choice 1, choice 2, choice 1, choice 2. That's a $50 fee now. I told I said, what is the point? I said, I might as well go home. I said, because what is the point of going to an eye doctor and not getting it done and paying extra? Why? I said, that's the whole point of coming to an eye doctor is get that so you can find out what your prescription is. I'm like, so they got real smart and they got real ugly and all. They were getting real ugly, and my insurance was on the. Like I said, they were on the phone. They heard it all, and they said, and I said, one woman, I told my insurance, I said, do it, and they said, too late. I'm already done. She'd already filed the agreements on them.
And I did find out. You remember how I might have mentioned before how they were talking about facial recognition to do your taxes starting this summer?
No, why would they do that? But okay, go ahead.
Okay, well, they were trying to push it through the government for the U.S. to get facial recognition to get your state and federal back starting this summer. Well, they had so many complaints about it, they actually took it off the bill.
But yeah, because it's stupid. Why? Why would you need face recognition?
Anything for the government to mess with us.
Yeah. But anyways, so I don't know. Now I got to find a new eye doctor's place. I know I need a new prescription. Mine are not working.
Yeah, I had a problem finding an eye doctor because they switched my insurance, and I had to call them up to actually find out where the places take it, and it's just so far weird from where I was going. It just takes me the complete opposite direction to places I've never been.
Now, one thing, like me and you, Paul, we have to see, we have to see a special, we can't just see any, eye doctor. We have to see a specialist because of the diabetic part.
Yep.
And they sit there and say, "Oh, both optometry and optometrists can do diabetic." I was like, "No, there's only one of them can do." I said, "If that was the case, then I would have been going to an the other one, just for glasses." No, they don't. They has to be. They have to specialize in diabetic, and I think it's the ophthalmologist does that. There are technically, my last eye doctor was actually an eye surgeon. He was a surgeon. But yes, I think it's ophthalmologist does. Yeah, ophthalmologist deals specialist. He's the specialist, where the optometrist, all he does is just deal with the glasses. He's looks at you and gets your prescription. Bam, you're gone. So I tell you what, where I was going to that Friday. I got a bad experience. I've had to file agreements I'm having to file agreements with them on that Friday night at the ER, and now I'm having to file. I'm like, man, y'all just really going to get in trouble with the Medicaid, aren't you? And that's the last person you want to get in trouble with is Medicaid, because they will fine you.
Oh, and you remember you asked me a couple days ago, a week ago, whatever, who does the free tax services up here?
Mm-hmm.
It's AARP that does it.
Oh, okay.
They actually do a really good job. I've never had a problem with them as many times I've done it. So they do it for free. So you just got to wait the normal time to get it in the mail, and that's fine with me as long as there's no problems,
Mm-hmm. Oh, what else is going? Man, it's slow today, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Well, it is a little early yet too, but.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you got. Oh man, this started streaming 5 minutes ago. You got three likes and doesn't tell how many's in here. Doesn't even say I'm in here. Let's redo this.
Yeah, the restream is messed up because it went from 3 to 0. But yeah, I know you're in here.
Oh, so. Wow! There he goes. 30 minutes ago. Yeah, it's not even so. I'm looking at regular YouTube. It says you started streaming 39 minutes ago, and there's no it doesn't have anybody watching it. That's strange. Doesn't even have a count on it. YouTube's been messing up a lot lately.
Yeah, I know they are talking about lifting some of the mask mandates here pretty soon. We
Uh,
keep going
yeah, I
down
heard.
in cases.
Yeah, I heard California is too.
They just haven't set a date, but they are talking about doing it soon. I really haven't seen much on the news wire right now.
Mm-mm.
It's been a slow day so far, so that's a good thing.
Yeah. Oh man, I tell you, I had weird dreams last night. I woke up at midnight at 12 o'clock. Woke up at 12, and I went back to sleep about three or so. And let's see. And then I woke back up again about 7:30. Well, that's when Ashley got back home. Actually, no, I woke up before she got home, but I went back at 6 before she got home. Then I went back to sleep, and then she woke me up again when she got home. But yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
So
You had to pick.
an actual plans today, or
No, except for we're just going to go there after he, I got to go with her to pick him up, and then we're going to just go straight over to the doctor's, the allergist office, and I got to get my allergy shot. I'm behind again. I haven't been able to do it because I've been sick. I was sick all week last week and everything. So I got to get my allergy shot again. But they what else is there? Trying to think. What else do I have to do? What else do I have to do today? I think that's it. I still feel like crap somewhat, but yeah. Boosh.
well, just look this way, you'll be getting better, Carl. Just takes time.
Yeah. They're actually they by the way, Paul,
Yeah.
they I went to my gastrologist yesterday. And they want me to the gastrologist, because I am non-traditionalist. He had to really think outside this box now, because how weird things are. But could find out this doctor that I saw yesterday wasn't my doctor. It was another doctor, because my doctor was out yesterday, and he was in he was on call at that time, and he was to standby at that time. So I saw him, but couldn't find out. He actually believes in fibromyalgia. Believe it or not, a lot of doctors don't. You know that a lot of doctors don't believe it. They think it's in your head or whatever else it is. But he he does want me to. He wants me to go to the the psychological department, the psychiatric, but it's not for medicine or mental problems or anything like that. It's actually to work with the brain, to mental part, try to reprogram the brain to pain, because they think that's what's he's happening a lot in my stomach, is that it's the nerve are firing too much, and it's it's like something small, and the fibro's making it hurt more than what it actually is. It's like kind of like I caught a fish. You know how I caught a fish this big when in reality I only caught a fish like this big, like goldfish size. So
Well,
that's the same way it is. I'm actually hurting like this, but the fibro's making it hurt like this. You know what I mean?
That's kind of the problem I have with having fibromyalgia and diabetes. Sometimes it'll act like the numbers are off and they aren't.
Right. And that's the thing, though. Believe it or not, get this. I've got that loop recorder in my chest, right?
Yeah.
Okay. They had to put that in there because they wanted it as closest as possible to my heart. I've done the Holter monitors where they put the little electrodes and stuff like that on there. Well, I'm sitting there pressing that button to record certain events, and they said there's nothing going on at that time. I'm like, yeah, there was. I was like, I could feel it going on. My heart was doing, and come to find out, they said, I am so sensitive. My fibro is so sensitive. I'm feeling my heart do weird things that the monitor can't even pick up. But because it's so minute that the monitor can't even pick it up. But to me, I can feel it, and it's like a big event. They said that's the hard part treating somebody with that is because, you're sitting there saying this, this, and this, but their test saying no, because it can't pick it up to where because it's in you, it's on you, it's everything. You're very attached to it.
It's
your
not
nerves
sensitive enough.
right. Oh, hold on. Be right back, doctor.
All right. Well, thank you for the two that were here.
One. I stopped in to see if that's all it says or if other people are seeing stuff, but it only says the date.
I don't know where everybody's at today. Or is this too early?
Might be too early. But at the same time, nobody's been including us and stuff. So who knows? Looks like he's sitting on the other side of the bed.
Yeah. I am monitoring it in case we get any idiots in here. But other than that,
Just hit one. It's about your sleep study. What's going on?
Oh, nothing. We're just probably thinking it's too early to do it, but I figured, people can watch replays and stuff. So,
You definitely, you picked a good but a hard topic. Obviously not.
well, I figure everything in between is just fillers until we get more people in here anyway. Maybe other people have other thoughts, opinions, whatever.
Yeah. No, I forgot Monday. I'm going to be busy Monday, actually. I'm going to be quite busy Monday.
Yeah,
I
Monday
forgot.
we're going to be busy too. So
I have pulmonary Monday. I got to do a PFT test and then I see my pulmonologist. But what is there?
I hate to ask, but do you have a lot of appointments for the rest of the month? I know we're not too far into it, but
No, I think I'm about almost done. I think I'm almost done with February, and there's not much going on in March, as far as I know. So I don't know. I have to see.
My birthday's in March.
No, nobody cares.
Actually, mine's in March too, Ashley.
Paul's is in March. hers is
And I doubt if
31st.
she has it earlier than mine.
Nope. Actually, hers is actually the last day of March.
His is the first day of March.
Mine's the first day, so it's going to be hard to get it earlier than mine.
Yeah, hers is March 31st.
So we can call her the end of the month, baby. Not
Mhm.
quite an April Fool's Day joke.
Yeah, I got. Oh, okay. I got pulmonary at 9. I got PFT test. I got PFT test at 9, 11:20. I got pulmonologist. Oh, actually, it's got a sleep study Monday night.
Carl, it's probably canceled because of this.
No, it would have been, that would have notified you if it's canceled.
I'm glad I got all my sleep studies done with.
Mm.
Teachers had to appeal it, Carl.
Oh my God! Please stop. Ooh, wow. Oh, let's see. The only thing I got left in February is I got to be here on the 22nd. I can't go anywhere on the 22nd because at 8 a.m. Well, they're supposed to call right at 8 a.m., but I never know when they're actually going to. But I can't leave. Definitely in the morning for sure. I have I have to do download where they download my recorder. Oh wow! No, March is going to be. No, March. I got one thing.
Card tags in March.
Ashley has 2 things in March. I only got 1 thing. No, I got 2 things in on March 30th. I got
I have a colon appointment.
yeah. I got to go with you on that too because at 1 o'clock I got one. They gave it to me at 1 o'clock. Yours is at 9. They gave me to me at 1 o'clock. What the hell? I could probably go with you when I get it early because I'm just going when I go with you and then probably they'll slip it in early because it's only a nurse call. I mean, it's not
I'll
going to take much.
put it this way, Carl. Would you prefer mornings or afternoon or evening appointments?
Depends.
Okay.
Paul likes to get everything done right away
Well-
in the morning.
I like to do mornings, but not too early.
Well, I like the early morning ones because a lot of times it's right before a lot of people get there, but it also depends on the day, but because what we do is we'll just take Jake to school and then I go straight down there to the doctor's. So it's so much easier. I'm already out. But the afternoons where I have to, do something in the morning, then come home, and then I got to get back up and go out again. Usually a lot of times if I'm out and I come home, I'm done for the day. I don't want to go back out again. So
Paul, he's just too impatient. He got to have everything done right now. So he gets up and does what he's got to do, and then comes home.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that way you got the rest of the day in case something else comes up.
so a lot of times my doctors are in the afternoon, and I get her to, she'll drop me off before she goes pick up Jake, and then I go and I'll get my doctor. I mean, shoot, I've had it where I literally walked from one appointment to the next to the appointment.
Now I know you got a level of appointments, and you said you get to walk to some of them. Are they all pretty much in the same general location, or are they all different places?
No, all of mine are pretty much all in the same hospital.
Well, that's good then.
The only one that's not there is a neurologist. And that's why, like today, I literally walked from one hospital to the next.
I've been there because my neurologist is right down the street from the hospital. So
Yeah, I mean, it's a.
Good to go. You cut it in half and it's on.
okay.
But yeah.
That's weird. On my side, it said it's buffering. Oh, probably because I still got it plugged in and I didn't need to. That's what it was. I had it plugged in, didn't need to. That's why it was buffering.
Hmm. Um,
If it's at 100 and I got it plugged in, my phone will start buffering, which is
but
weird. But
you know, you were talking about, you know, I think, yeah, angel, um, yeah. As far as angels are concerned, no, they're all good beings. I don't think they're, I've heard, their angels are bad. No, they're not. I mean, they're all good. It's just, um,
well,
you
let's
know,
just say I've read a book of angels, and I'm kind of curious where they get all the different names of, because there's so many different names in these books. You
oh,
start to wonder where they get the names from.
well, on my old computer, it doesn't work anymore. But I had a list of, I had a list of, uh, a list of angels' names and a list of demons' names. And all. So, um, a lot of it is where they just, over time, where people, like I said, they dealt with them and they get their names to them, Um, but now here's the thing, though. There also a lot of the angels' names is they're given to us by them because they don't tell us their real names because it's like demons thing. If you find out their real name, guess what you have?
You have power over them.
Yes, you have control and power. Yes. So they don't try. They don't like to give. They don't give their names up very easily. Um, again, and it goes with a lot of creatures. Oh, not necessarily creatures, but elementals and so forth and so forth. Other beings. They're the same way. They do not like to have for you to have their real name. A lot of times they tell you, "You choose my name." But the thing is, though, they have a different name. But you're giving them a name, and it's like a nickname. Yes, when you call that name, yes, do they come because they know that name is yours.
Yeah,
You've given
just
it.
like I've read a lot of books where they say the language of angels is the Enochian language.
Yeah, but they can talk. They can talk to you in any language. They know all languages.
Yeah, just like in my opinion, all demons can speak in any language they want to.
Oh, very much so. Very much so. Um,
Or so
again,
just because they're in another country, that doesn't mean they can't speak to you in your language. Is
right.
what I'm
And,
saying.
and and here's the thing, though. Everybody, not all demons are bad either. Angels are good, but demons are not bad either. There are some that do work with humans. Some of them they do regret what they did, and because they're like they were misled, and once after the crap happened, they realized like, no, I didn't want this, or you know what I mean. So and then they decide, hey, I'm gonna try to work with the humans to see if I can, how was it? I guess like right the wrong, or that's the only best way I can really put it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Uh,
I know what you mean.
but that's what I think. Because um, but here's the thing, though. There's some that they fell like the demons say. I think this is the thing, though. There is different beings of that levels of them as well because when they fell, there's some that they fell and they became complete demons. But then there's some that fell, but they're not demons. They're called fallen ones. And the difference between the two is one is that the demons, when they fell completely. They fell out of grace. They fell, everything. They cut complete and total ties. Okay. But the fallen ones didn't. They didn't fall from grace. They just wanted their freedom. They wanted to do what they wanted to do and everything else. But they fell. But they
I
didn't fall
also
from
think
God.
there's a possibility that there's what I would call neutral or angels and or demons playing both sides.
No, I don't think angels. No, I don't think you would ever see one playing both sides. No, the demons, yes, because they're the ones. They're just whatever. They're out there. They're doing whatever. So they have no control. Nobody really controls them. But they're doing whatever they want, pretty much, primarily. Um, well, I mean, like I do have one fallen. I have a fallen one that stays around here with me a lot of times. And he told me I had to give him a name. He wouldn't let he couldn't give me a name. I had to give him one. So I called him Luke. I like Luke. So I call him, that's what I call him. And he's a fallen one. But he's not bad. He's not he's one of the ones that do want to, he is a fallen one, but he wants to work with humans. He wants to try to right what he did and so forth, so forth. But he's pretty cool. He's very quiet, very quiet. He just hangs around. He doesn't do anything. He's not, doesn't cause problems and stuff. The only one that I have here that does like to cause tricks and plays and mess around with things, that would have to be Roy, the gargoyle. He likes to play. Well, he really likes to mess with her more than me. He don't mess with me a whole lot, but he likes to mess with her and aggravate her. I mean, she's been laying here before. She'll be laying here, and the next thing she knows, the covers are being pulled down on her. It's him. I mean, so that's one thing. There's a lot. It's crazy. It's crazy. What all is out there. That's the thing. And then here's the thing. Here's the big thing. What is out there that we don't know about? That's the crazy thing. We're just we're just a speck on this planet. You know what? We're just a speck. What else is out there? You know what I mean? That's the crazy part is if we could learn of everything that is out there, what is really out there,
Well, I put it this way: not everybody can always see angels or demons, so to speak.
no.
So, what else be invisible, so to speak, to the naked eye that could be out there?
Oh gosh.
I'm sure there's a lot we'll never know.
No, I mean that is there's a lot. I mean we know that, and I've seen a lot of the crazy things too. Um, um, and I've seen stuff that I probably shouldn't be seeing. I really shouldn't see, but I see it anyways. Um,
Now, is
uh,
there a way to verify any of this stuff besides getting it on camera or voice recording or whatever, KT meters or whatever? Is there a way to really verify it?
No, I mean that's the craziest part is because it's pretty much just my word. I'm having to say it because unless you're like me where you can you can see that spectrum. I call it spectrums, because or I could call it spectrums, or or you can see that frequency, whatever. Then no, you got to take my word for it. That's what is there. It's hard. That's the hard part. Now she does know. She knows about. I mean, she believes in Roy because he's messed with her. Like I said, he's messed with. He'll jump on the bed, and he's woke her up before jumping up on the bed and whatnot. So heck, he woke me up a couple times jumping up on the bed. One time he's a fat boy too. He's heavy, and one of the times he accidentally landed on my legs when he jumped up, and that hurt. So Um, you know, that's the only reason why she believes in Roy, because of the, the stuff that he does to her.
What would you say about either interdimensional or parallel universe type stuff? Do you believe?
Oh yeah, definitely. There's different dimensions. Yes, very much. That's what these portals are for. Um, some say that Bigfoot is an interdimensional traveler, where they can go from one dimension to another. That's why they say you will see them, or you hear them, you see one, and you try to go chase, and the next thing you know, they're just gone. It's because they went through the time, that warp, that doorway to the other dimension, back to where they belong.
Do you think we'll ever be able to go through that doorway or gateway, as in humankind?
No, I don't think we. One, I don't think we could handle it. To be honest with you, I don't think we could handle it. Our bodies are just too.
Or we might just not be prepared for what's on the other side of it.
Well, not only that, but I don't think our bodies are too fragile. Our bodies are way too fragile. So I don't think that's the one thing. I don't think we can handle it. Honestly. But I mean, there's that's the one thing people think. Oh, people think you're crazy or something because of what you see. What you see, or what you're around. What's around. What you say is around you. They think you're crazy. But here's the thing, though. I'm not crazy. I actually see this crap. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean I'm crazy.
Or just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not actually there.
Right. I mean, here's the thing. Have you ever seen $1 trillion? Have you seen $1 trillion?
I think if anybody has, it's one in a few billion.
That's the thing. I mean, that's the thing, though. They may have seen it, but you haven't seen it. But does that make them crazy? Does it mean that it doesn't exist? No. It exists. It does exist. $1 trillion does exist. But just because you've never seen it, they have, doesn't mean that you can say they're crazy because you don't believe it's there. I mean, there's a lot to it. I mean, it's just crazy. You can't do that to somebody, say they're crazy because they see things that you don't. Just because they see things that you don't doesn't mean they're crazy.
Carl, I think you're crazy, but not because you can see stuff.
Oh, I grant that. I'll take that. I mean, I don't disagree with you on that one. but but I mean, yeah, I mean, and like I said, there's things that I see or I deal with.
Hey, Gen X. Yeah, the topic is angels. Your thoughts, beliefs. What do you think of angels? What are your beliefs? Good, bad, evil, neutral? What are your thoughts, opinions? Thanks for coming in again, Gen X.
Yep. And we actually kind of got a little extra stuff kind of going in.
And it would be nice. I think it'd be cool now that Gen X is here, what he thinks, because he's over in India. And I'm sure they have different belief systems and stuff. Yeah, what are your thoughts, opinions? Do you believe in them? And since you're over in India, I'm sure you have a different standpoint than we do here in the U.S.
Oh yeah, because like demons are a different type of being to them, and so is angel. I mean, yeah, that would be quite interesting. I would really love to hear this. To be honest with you, how things are in India, what they, how they think and all. Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking good, bad, neutral, whatever your thoughts or beliefs from your personal standpoint.
I like devil angel host. Interesting.
Just me.
Ah, crap.
I'm scared, Carl.
I like Devil Angel Host. I love good Angel Host. Interesting. Okay. What do you consider? I mean, angels. Do you? How do you? I'm trying to word this without.
Is that the wrong way?
Yes, and it's not. It's fumbling in my freaking brain, and I can't. I'm afraid I'm gonna screw up getting it from my brain to my mouth. So if I say something that might be, wrong, just go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say I'm sorry now. Because it's hard to put some of this, but exactly. I mean, what? How do you? Because I don't know.
How was their viewpoint? How do they view it?
Yeah, how does the Indians view angels and how do they view demons and stuff? I mean, that's cool. I mean, that's interesting to me. I know I know India has multiple gods as such. They have multiple things and stuff. So, um,
And just because they have different religions and everything, just like here over there, doesn't mean that's their personal standpoint on stuff either.
but, yeah, that's true. I mean, Hindu's kind of interesting. I mean, there's a lot to it. But also, just because they're in India doesn't mean they're a Hindu either. You know what?
Yeah, and then if you really look at it, you can go into the whole gods, goddesses, and
Yeah.
everything. Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
just brought it up. There are many gods there. Yeah, I understand that. It's just a belief system, and it's no judgment here. Whatever you believe. I mean, if you want to name some of them, gods or goddesses, whatever you want to say,
Who-
that's fine too.
The one see every time I could I think of the one with multiple arms and the elephant head.
Oh, Kelly.
Yeah. Every time I think of India, that's one of these. That one also, and then you got the blue woman with the multiple arms as well. That one I think of a lot too when it comes to India. Those two. I don't know why, but those come to mind more than anything.
Wow, 1,000 different gods.
Oh wow.
That's a
That's
lot.
that's one heck of a prayer to say. No, I'm not trying. Don't get me wrong for me, but that's a lot of gods. 1,000. Wow.
If I believed in that many, I'd be praying 24/7.
Right. And don't think we're
There's
disrespecting.
nothing wrong with it. It's just
No.
from my personal standpoint, I'd be praying 24/7.
And Gen X, don't get us wrong. I'm not trying to disrespect any of that. It's just that's mind-boggling to me of 1,000 gods. How do you keep track of who, what, where, and why? It's just
No, well, yeah, Gen X. I was wondering, were you brought up on these gods by birth, or is it a recent thing, or is this something you learned in type of religious school or something, or the variants of gods? Okay.
Like Hercules and stuff.
No, Hercules is actually Greek or Roman.
I was just throwing as an example.
But yeah. But yeah. They believe I think they have I think you're thinking. Let me ask you this, Eric. Are you talking about like the god of light, god of fire, the god of lightning, thunder, and all of them gods?
Well, actually, no. But I was just thinking. He said they have multiple gods.
Mm-hmm.
I was just throwing that out as an example.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Gen X believes billion years before a living God in the world.
Wow. Yeah, it's amazing that it's amazing that how all this came about. To say there's all these guys and all it's just amazing how all this came about. How it started, how and how where it is today. It's just amazing.
Now I got a question for you, Gen X. Personally, do you follow, worship, pray, or do anything to certain gods, or just all of them?
On
Because I'm sure there's certain ones that you follow, pray to, or etc., and others you don't. Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay. 10 million years after becoming destroyed the entire world. Okay. Oh god. Okay. Now here's the
Okay. He
thing, though.
believes in all gods. Well, I was just curious what your thoughts and beliefs were.
That's
That's
interesting. I'm not going to that 10 million years after becoming God's destroyed the entire world, then created new origins. The- That is honestly that's intriguing me because that's very similar to when the world flooded, the 40 days of rain and flooded in the ark, and then they became, then went away, destroyed it, and then what was there, and then once the waters receded, then the new world was built again. That's if you really think it's almost very similar.
Do you have any books or something you would recommend, Genix? He said it was written by Fate. I was wondering if there are any books or stuff I could look up to look more deeper into this.
I probably book. Can I ask a personal question, Genex? My tongue is getting so tongue tied; it's not even funny. Um, Now, is it you're in India, right? Is it Hindu that you follow, or is there another different types of beliefs there other than just Hindu? And I apologize if I'm getting too real personal or whatever. And I'm very very curious. I'm very curious. I like to learn about stuff, and I'm very curious about it.
Well, I will say up here there is a big Hindu and Muslim following up here in
Hmm.
Minnesota, in the U.S. There is a lot that's here. I have nothing against them. That's their belief, their religion. But
All right.
many languages, not only Hindi.
Oh, okay.
Is there one you follow particularly, or you just kind of go your own way, Genix? Because with all the different languages and religions out there, it's hard to stick with just one. Or you could be like my brother that just reads up on all of them.
Oh, okay.
I
Tamil.
don't even know what half of those are.
Oh, Tamil. I've heard of Tamil. Tamil. I've heard of that. Kannada. Mela. I'm butchering this one.
Yeah, I'm not going to try to pronounce it if I'm going to butcher it.
Malaya.
Punjabi, I've heard of, but I don't know the difference
Telugu.
between all of them. I'm sure
Telugu.
there could be a minor or major difference between all of them. I wouldn't even know how to pronounce half of those.
Punjabi. I've heard of too. Is like I've heard a lot. Man, I'm butchering that one. I was trying to say it, but I'm butchering it. I'm sorry. Um, I am Southern. What do you expect? Some don't say I don't even speak English. Um,
We know.
this is quite interesting, Gen X. I'm really glad you popped in because I'm really really curious. Um,
Yeah,
okay.
and I'm glad he mentioned all these too, because I've never heard of half of these different ones he's talked about. So I have
Tamil.
no idea what they follow, what they're about. 5,000-year-old first language in the world. Wow. I didn't even know that.
Hmm.
And I'm not going to try to pronounce it because I don't want to pronounce it wrong. Because I know things in different sides of the world, they're pronounced different or are
Yeah.
not said the way they're spelled according to
And
us
also,
in the U.S. They're pronounced or spelled different.
They want to murder their language.
yeah, exactly. I'm butcher. I've worked in the meat market, and that was it. That's the only thing I butcher, and that's it.
Morning,
Morning,
Raves.
Ray.
Thanks for coming in.
That's interesting. I mean, I've heard of Tamil language, but I did not. I don't know. I guess that's kind of like everybody else. Everybody thinks, okay, this language is the first language and all that. So I mean, that's kind of
Well, I'm not saying I don't believe it. I just wanted various places I could go to do a little
Oh,
research on it. That's all I meant.
yeah. And a lot of people are going to say, okay, there's certain languages a first language, and so it's like everything. But that is very interesting, Gen X. That's very, very, very interesting.
And the topic we started out with, Rays, was angels, what your thoughts, belief, and everything. Now we're Gen X is talking about a lot of the different languages and religions over where he's at in India, and I think it's quite fascinating.
Me too. Now I love learning. I love learning, stuff when it comes like this. I don't mind talking about religions because I want to learn. I'm learning about this. This is very, very, very interesting. I had a good friend of mine, a really good friend of mine. I absolutely, I liked him. He was a Buddhist monk, and we had a ball just talking about things. You want and need more interested topics here?
Well, if you can come up with something, I'm more than open to talk about it. Now, I did have another one that was requested, but I don't know how well it will go over, and I'm
please.
not sure when I could do it. Maybe
Okay,
Tuesday or Wednesday.
Tell me, what's this topic?
Climate change.
Oh, don't tell me you're talking about like what is it called? Freaking
Okay, Gen X. I'll put it this way. Let's.
All right, Gen X, cool.
Do you believe in anything from global warming or the world changing over time?
No. Well, I mean, no. I mean, the world goes through cycles. It has to. It's like everything. Everything goes through a cycle.
Well, I was going to say, for instance, what I'd started off with was like the so-called. Well, we did go through an ice age at one time, so the world is changing over time. But like you said, it could be a cycle thing.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Gen X.
Hey, and thanks for everything you said. Said Gen X. Appreciate it.
It gives me something to look up and research now. I appreciate it because I do that from time to time. I'll get to the point where I'll shut myself off and just do serious research on stuff depending on the mood I'm in.
Now, but here's the thing though, Paul. You were talking about Ice Age. Yeah, but the reason why we had an Ice Age was because of the asteroid.
Okay, well let's throw another curve in that. Because of all the earthquakes, tornadoes, nuclear power plants have gone off, and everything else since mankind's been around, could the cycle change?
I'm sorry, hold on. My sister-in-law just messaged me. She ain't right.
Okay, between the earthquakes, tornadoes, wars, nuclear power plants, and all the other disasters that's been around since mankind started, could that throw a curve in the cycle?
No. Because scientists have already proven. Okay, I got the message. Bye. Huh? Okay, I got the message.
No, Raves, you're always welcome here. I don't know, what did we say or not say, or
we said hey, Raves.
Yeah, we said hi. That's pretty much.
And then that was it. Well, we went and say what you had to say.
I don't understand what's going on there, but
I'm lost.
I'm confused now.
Me too. I'm so lost. But no,
we're not ignoring you, Raves. I don't know what that's
about. Wait a minute. We said hi, Raves, but I wonder if she can't hear us. It has been this where she couldn't hear her. She definitely couldn't hear me.
Yeah, I'm trying to get different topics here.
But here's the thing. No, it would not affect, because why? Because they actually have scientific proof that between the volcanoes and everything of the dinosaur prehistoric age. All that. There's actually more carbon just from all the volcanoes that we had. More than we have now. They said, and we can never compete to that part. So I mean,
Well, if you really want to get deep, we can go into ozone layers and all that other stuff.
oh my
But
gosh, oh man, I remember. Oh my god, how long ago was that? They said, "Oh, quit using hairspray. It's putting a hole in the ozone." I'm like,
and the
really?
ice caps melting and all that other stuff.
Oh, and then
It
don't
could be a
forget.
long topic.
Oh, don't forget the farting cows and. Oh my gosh, they were crazy back in the 90s. They said a cow farts and it destroys our homes. So they're like, let's get rid of all cows or put corks in all cows.
All right, I'll check it out, Gen X, because I will watch it when it comes out.
Yeah,
I like the Jurassic World movies. I always will.
yeah.
But this is, according to what they're saying, this is supposed to be the end of this part of Jurassic World, and then they're going to start a whole new Jurassic series after this movie.
I mean, because I don't wonder how much. It's like all the other movies. How much is too much? I mean, come on, really?
Well, think of all the different types of dinosaurs that are supposedly out there. You could go on for a while.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you got to think about it though. There should be that much more because you got to figure they only produced what they could redo. All right, and then that was it. And then the dinosaurs took over the island. They never finished doing all the dinosaurs. So how are you going to introduce a dinosaur that wasn't redone?
And if I remember correctly, I think I did watch the trailer to it, and it does look a little different than the other one. So they're kind of going from a different angle, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, and I hope they don't. I hope they don't go too far from the storyline because I hate when movies go so far from the storyline. See you, Gen X.
All right, take care, Gen X. Well, I will say the games are fun. And whether it's a Lego or a regular Jurassic game, they are fun to play. I mean, even the shooting games having to do with dinosaurs are fun. Because all a matter of reaction time, depending on what's coming up on you or how well you can hide while you're going after certain animals.
I want to go ride. I'd love to go ride the Jurassic ride.
Down in Orlando?
Yep. I'd love to go. I'd like to go ride it.
As long as people are interested in dinosaurs, there's always going to be some exhibit or movie or game or something on it.
All right. Now, it's gonna talk about apocalyptic events and stuff like that, which is kind of cool and interesting. I love watching videos about apocalyptic stuff. Not necessarily just zombie stuff. I'm talking about hey, the end of the world crap stuff. All right. But now, the closest you could get really to that type of stuff is I would love. I don't know. If you ever had a chance to go, if you had a chance, would you go and would you walk around and look at everything? But would you ever go to Pripyat?
You would go where?
To Pripyat.
I don't even know where that's at.
Chernobyl?
Oh, yeah, I don't go there with the right precautions, of course. That place is so radioactive.
Would you go and walk around and look at everything to see what a true apocalypse what it would look like after an apocalyptic event? They say that is the closest you will ever get to it. Because nature's already taken over so much of it already. Taken back over on so much.
Yeah, and if you really look at the wildlife, the insects, the birds, and everything in that area have changed.
Yeah, some. Yeah. but they, not everything, but they said, not everything has, but some stuff has. Yeah, they have they got strange fish, or they, stuff like that.
The
Hairless
wolves have gotten
dogs.
bigger. The fish are different.
Yeah, they've gotten like hairless dogs and stuff. But um, I mean, I would love to. I would even love to go to the reactors. I'd go into them.
Well, put it this way: now that we're talking end of the world apocalyptic thing, there's thousands of theories of how something like that could start. Now, is there a top 10, so to speak?
Uh, mm, yeah. I think what's going to kick it off is going to be well, it's hard to say.
I mean, they talk about anything from meteorites, asteroids, to half of California falling in the ocean, to nuclear war, to you name it. There's thousands of theories.
I think it's going to be different. I think it's going to be different things. I think we're going to have
Could be a war, could be a many different natural disasters going off at the same time.
I have a feeling it's going to start off with some natural disasters, but I have a feeling it's going to be nuclear war. I have a feeling it's going to be nuclear war.
I think that's what we're most afraid about, because if somebody does hit the button, it could lead to something really bad.
Yeah.
Somebody in power will just try to get too crazy.
Well, here's the biggest thing. Well, at least with natural disasters, you can do something about it. But when it comes to nuclear war, unless you have a lot of money and got a bunker or whatever, there's not a whole lot you can do. You're going you're just screwed. But I don't know. I have a feeling, to be honest with you, really, before the Great War, and I'm talking about the big war, not man's war, but the other war. I think we're going to be like almost in like a Mad Max situation. Be honest with you.
Yeah, and the way I look at it too, with all the satellites and the space program, I don't care what kind of lasers or what we have. If something big enough is out there and wants to hit the Earth, it's going to find a way through.
Oh yeah. Well, I just that's a fun. You just mentioned that satellites. Well, before you got on and everything, I was looking at things, and there um
because I did see a report about 3-4 days ago on Google. They were talking about if anything ever got too big or too fast or too close to the Earth. Yeah. They were speculating on sending nuclear warheads after it to break it up into small enough pieces where it wouldn't harm the Earth. But then you got the radiation and everything else backlashing on top of the stuff. There's going to be an effect either way if they even try something like that. It's just with all the stuff out there, I'm kind of surprised something has not hit yet.
Yeah, I mean that's because we're monitoring it so much, and they've got some means to take care of some of it.
And then you look at it the other way. Eventually, planet, star, whatever's out there, eventually it's going to die out too. So you got that option too.
All right,
You
I
can
can't
only
find that.
sustain life for so long. Or the opposite, it'll explode and you have a supernova.
Crap, I can't find the article again. I did find one. I found one article while I was trying to find the other article that I read about this morning. Another one, cool one. Chris Jericho is trying to trademark his name now.
Yeah, I think I saw that. I even saw who the surprise in AEW was.
Oh my gosh, Shane McMahon is still doing work for WWE. Yeah. That's all.
Well, the rumor I saw a few days ago is this whole thing with Shane was just a gimmick
Mhm.
to try to do what he did last time with WCW.
Yeah.
Kind of buy it out, bring it over, decide who they want, and let everybody else go.
Mhm.
So some people are saying the whole thing with Shane was just staged.
Hey, Tony Khan.
They're desperate Hail Mary to keep the company going.
What was it? I just saw another one. Tony Khan admits Jay White was booked because he botched the Forbidden Door.
Well, Khan was supposed to keep it under wraps, and then there's still other people that were speculating as to who it was, and speculation was supposed to be two people and not one.
Oh wow, here's a cool story for you.
What's that?
The band WWE banned words. Yep, the commentators could reference James working for Impact, but could not say Impact Wrestling. Yeah. But at no point were allowed to say Impact Wrestling. Yeah, they couldn't say Impact Wrestling. They could only say Impact. That's crazy. But anyways, I saw the article this morning about SpaceX. They said I think they're fixing to lose 40 satellites, and they just put them all up not long ago. 40 satellites they put up not long ago, and they're fixing to lose them.
No, we do really need that many satellites. I mean, at least every country pretty much in the world has one out there already. Do we really need another 40?
SpaceX loses 40 satellites to solar storm.
Yeah, because they've been talking about that all week. Solar stuff is out there, and it's been messing with everything from internet to electricity
Yeah.
and everything else.
Yeah,
I've seen that all week out here.
Yeah, that's why we've been having a lot of problems with internet, cable, phones. Oh gosh, I'm stiff. So yeah. Actually, honestly, I think we're going to have the solar storms are getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. A lot more worse than we have. But honestly, I think we're probably going to have a solar storm that's just going to knock everything back to the freaking, one big solar storm, and it's going to knock everything back to the prehistoric, back to the Stone Age.
Well, I also say there's a possibility of a worldwide blackout. We're going to get so, we're at 5G already. Imagine if it gets to like 10 or 15G. There's just going to be so much stuff out there. Everything's just going to break down.
Well, I mean, if you really think about it, I mean, all
Total
it is.
blackout from internet, electric, you name it.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if I'll do that, but I think if the solar storms, yeah, I think they will definitely knock our stuff out. They can knock our stuff out if it's big enough. Yes. but um, that's the problem. And that's the hard part that um we rely on so much technology now. Um, well, that if something like that happened, where we have a solar storm big enough to basically throw us back to the Stone Age, a lot of people aren't going to make it because
Exactly.
they don't know how to deal with it. You know, you know, surviving after surviving without technology. Basically, the technology doing everything for them. I mean, they've gotten become so lazy that technology does everything. They can't think for themselves. They have to Google it, or they have to, or uh, ask Siri, or whatever. They ask. They've become so reliant on it. They don't know how to think for themselves. Or
So what I'm saying is, let's say the grid goes down for good.
oh yeah,
You got to start figuring out math on pen and paper and everything else. It's a whole nother scenario.
hmm Oh yeah, I mean yeah, and that's the thing. I mean yeah, yeah. A lot of people are going to die because they just don't know how to survive. Yeah.
That's almost how I think there's some people that do live off the grid now, where they do kind of have an advantage if that happened.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, definitely, they would be more survivable than anybody else. And that's what they do. Like some of these, these young kids and stuff. They're coming up. Um, they don't know how to camp. I mean, truly camp. I mean, they're like, oh, I need a trailer, or they don't. No, I don't want a train. That's gross. I want my motel. I need my 5-star hotel with my cappuccino in the mornings, my skinny latte cappuccino in the mornings.
Well, I put example as a Walking Dead. Now I'm not talking zombies, but let's just say we had to go back to like CB radios or ham radios just to communicate. A lot of people wouldn't even know how to work them.
Yeah. I mean, definitely, and that's the thing. I need to go back to working for my license. So I can get on ham radio. But yes, definitely. I mean, that's the whole thing. If anything goes bad, guess what? The only line of communication is going to be like ham radio. You'll be able to communicate across everywhere because one, um, that's one thing it's designed for is an end of world type scenario. Uh, they can, unlike everything else, is not shielded. If we have a major massive EMP, bam, everything's gone, fried. Now,
Oh, worst comes to worst, we'd have to go back to Braille or sign language.
oh, no, we wouldn't be that bad. I mean, we still talk. No, that's never going to change. But we're going to. But as far as I mean, they won't be. You know, not having like TV or internet or you know and stuff like that. They wouldn't know how to. They wouldn't know how to survive. You know.
You'd have to go back to your book smarts and survivor smarts, so to speak.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, and that's what I used to. We did buy a trailer, but before that, all our camping was done in tents. A tent. You built a fire in the fire pit and you cooked on it. That's how we cooked. Sometimes. Sometimes we did have a propane stove, yes, but we roughed it. So, but yeah, these kids nowadays, no, they're so spoiled and so technology inclined, reliant that uh, they wouldn't know. I mean, if to survive, like you need to, let's say, cut a tree down. They wouldn't know how. They would have to They would go, Siri, how do you cut a tree down? Or something. They would have to ask. I mean, all common sense is gone. They would not have any common sense on survival. You know, and that's the problem about having so much reliant on technology that yes, if anything ever goes bad, we're screwed. So it's just so yeah.
Be right with you.
You're fine. So I've been sitting here talking to myself this whole time, haven't I?
No, I was here.
Oh, okay.
I was only 50 feet away.
But no, but yeah, I mean, definitely, I think the ones that have never roughed it, been out there, done stuff like that, they will not survive. They're going to be the first to go. And heaven forbid if there is actually zombies. They'll be like, "Oh crap! Why can't I watch that one? This looks the same scenario as that one episode on Walking Dead. How can I need to watch that episode?" They try to pull out their phone to watch that episode, and they can't do anything because it's gone. Crap!
No,
I need to know how to survive this.
Yeah, let's say it wasn't zombies. Let's say it's some kind of weird disease or plague or something.
Well, yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, that would be. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's almost like pretty much if you think about a zombie outbreak. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, if you think about it, they almost the way when this crap started, they almost talked about that. That was it. That was a major plague that's coming. All right, that's the end of the world stuff because they thought, oh, this is a plague. When all this crap started now. So I don't know. I mein, could even though a majority, they've eradicated a lot of the a lot of stuff and everything. We got vaccines and all for it, but
Well, with all the stuff that's being mass produced and mass manufactured, you don't know what's in the food and drink anymore. So it's just an option.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's going to be virus zombie outbreak or the outbreak like on what was it the Will Smith movie. What movie was that called? I Am Legend. Yeah, I think it is. Isn't it I Am Legend? The one where Will Smith was in the city, New York City. They had to
Yeah,
pull
that was it.
yeah, that one. I could. I don't think that either, but that type of scenario. But I mean, could we have an outbreak? Yes. I mean, there's no telling. But like I said, everything's pretty much been eradicated. But a lot of stuff is coming back because a lot of people aren't vaccinated for those other viruses, and they just bring them around. But I don't know. I think it's going to be more not like well, actually, I'll take that back. I think it's going to be between natural, not as far as virus, but natural events like the earthquakes, volcanoes, and yada 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 yada, or even possibly an asteroid land, hitting the Earth. To possibility, I think of it being that to a man-made like your between nuclear war to or even biological warfare. Those two, I think, were be could be one of the top in the top. I think really honestly, I think possibility nuclear is going to be probably in the top 5, and I think I would have to probably put biological warfare in there and natural disasters as in the top in that top 5 group. As far as viruses and stuff like that, no. But unless they actually, but the thing is though, you could probably put the viruses into the top 5 because when they could throw it into the biological warfare, which chemical warfare, biological warfare, and all that would could be fit into that category. So that could, yes, I could say that could possibly. But as far as actual, natural viruses or plagues or something like that where okay, somebody just has it and then bam, it just spreads everywhere, like a zombie type thing. No, that I don't think that could be in the top 5. But yes, if they were to do it as a biological chemical warfare, then yeah, it could go up into that top 5. So it's a lot. Again, that's like I said, that's that's just like everything else. That's a huge rabbit hole that that you could go in. I mean, it's just, literally, it's deep, man. It's a deep subject. Everything is a deep subject because there's a lot of ifs, coulds, what might happen. A lot of ifs, could be's, and possibilities, and might be. And all of that.
Yeah, a lot of what ifs, and all depending on when and where it happens, I guess.
Or that or the it's just different. So many variants. Scenarios of what could happen because right now a lot of tensions are up high now. Look at it now. There's a lot of tensions that are high right now. So anything is possible. Look, we've already had at one point where somebody pretty much almost pressed the button. They almost pressed the button.
I actually think that there's many times that people almost did it. They just never talked about it.
Oh, they had the keys in the thing getting ready to push it. Literally, they were that close to launching. That's the closest we've ever came to midnight. But now they're saying we're 5 seconds from midnight now?
Yep, something like that.
Or we're just seconds away from midnight. So that's crazy, dude. That's insane. It used to be almost an hour. Then it went to 45 minutes. I remember when it went from an hour to 45 minutes to 30 minutes. People flipped when it went to 30 minutes to midnight. People flipped. And actually, I remember one time we got really, really close. It was the year when the year 2000 came. That's when they thought, okay, it was going to be midnight. For sure. It's crazy, dude. It is crazy. This is what events today, I feel.
Well, I actually watched the TV show. I forgot the name of it right now. But it got to the point where everybody just disappeared in the city of Tokyo. And even the wildlife and the plants and everything just overgrew the city.
Yeah, I love watching those shows, the ones with the where they they do that end of the world like scenario stuff like that. Showing what would happen at the end of the world when civilization was gone, and how it would look as Earth, nature reclaims everything and stuff. I love that, and but they said really though, if you really want to see what it's like, go to Pripyat, to Chernobyl. That's what it really is going to look like. So.
And from what I hear, maybe I'm wrong, but from what I hear, all that tension in the Ukraine and Russia right now, where we're sort of getting involved with, I don't know how deep it gets, but supposedly it's not too far from Chernobyl.
Hmm. Yeah, it's gonna be bad. Not only is Ukraine involved in it, I mean not Ukraine, Russia, but other countries are backing Russia. I mean, from China, of course, Russia, China, Iran, all the North Korea, all your communist countries. Of course, they're going to stick together. They're going to back each other up. Um, so yeah. Honestly, do I think it's going to get dirty? Whew. Do I think it's going? Do I think this is going to get dirty? I don't know. I don't know if I want to say.
I'll put it this way: to me, it depends on how many countries get involved and how many troops are brought over there
Well, you got to figure
from
NATO's
all
getting,
different countries.
but you got to figure NATO's getting involved. So every country that's involved with NATO will be there. I mean, U.S. is already getting involved. England's getting involved. I think France might be getting involved as well. Um, yeah, a lot of them are getting involved, and they're trying to, it's like, hey, let's stop. Y'all are being idiots.
It all also, in my opinion, depends on how long it's going to last too.
Oh, wow. What are you cutting?
Food
Sounds like a steak almost.
roast.
Uh, um,
Yeah, I just depending on how heated it gets. If someone backs off early, or
honestly, and I'm not talking politics here, but I mean, I'm talking about natural stuff that is going on. Um, Current events of that. So, um, no, Putin will not back down. He's not the type to back down. He will go until the end. He'll fight, tooth and nail to the end. Um, so yeah, no, it's not gonna. It's gonna. Yeah, I'm going to answer my question. Yes, it's going to get. It's going to get very dirty. Oh my gosh! All right, all right? Is Erica eating? Yes or no?
she was, but she ate before me. She's not even in the room anymore.
God, I smell like hot dogs or something. Or not. I mean, like meat. I smell meat.
Maybe it's just the fact you might be getting hungry.
Oh. Do you have carrots
Nope,
or potatoes?
neither.
You don't have any vegetables with that roast beef.
Nope, just the roast.
What'd you put on there?
A little hot sauce, barbecue sauce, and mustard.
Interesting. Very interesting. But yeah, I think it's going to get nasty. What, Erica, go lay down?
Yeah, we both been up since like 6, 5:30, 6 o'clock. Just couldn't sleep too long.
Yeah.
We slept straight through, but went to bed early, got up early type deal.
Oh yeah. I got yeah. I need to pretty soon. I'm gonna have to get something. Yeah, go eat and get dressed, get changed, get ready to go. Go get Jake, and then um, and then go over to the doctor's office. It's been an interesting topic today. I mean, definitely. I mean, there's a that's the problem is there's gonna be so many opinion. Everything's gonna be based on opinions because there's a lot of could be's to ifs or possibilities of what could happen and what's going to happen. So yeah, everything we got is pretty much all freaking whatchamacallit, opinion.
Yeah, I figured I'd do it early anyway because of with the weather coming in later today.
I'll say it's gonna get nasty there.
Yeah, I'm talking wind, snow, turning over rain, and then icing over, and then getting cold again.
We got
So we're supposed to get a little bit of everything starting this afternoon between 1 and 2 o'clock.
That's 50 degrees right now. And it's going up to 70 today. Then 71 tomorrow, 71 Saturday, 58 Sunday, 54 Monday. We got a cool front coming through. That's why. On Wednesday, back up to 66. I wonder if I about wear shorts today. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll go. Thought about ending, but I just heard that some people just messaged me that they said they'll be in a little bit. Like I said, I probably just started too early, but
That's okay. I mean, I can keep going. I'm just gonna have to
see if they updated when the weather's coming in right now. Yeah, right now the wind chill is 16. Oh, now they're saying 3 o'clock. From 3 o'clock till 7, then changing over to rain, and then after 10 switching over to below 0, and then at 4 a.m. to 9 a.m. started snowing again. And they are talking, from what I said, light snow tomorrow when we got to go out. So
yeah,
snowing all the way to 10 a.m. Well, we're not going out till probably 1. Be out for a few hours. But yeah, it's definitely going to get cold. I mean, Friday night, they're talking 5 below without wind. So,
wow.
So the weekend's going to get cold again and slowly warming up. Or you're talking 5, 6 below temp before the wind. You know it's getting cold again.
Mm-hmm.
Just at the point where you want winter to be over with, you get that slight warm up, and then it's like, okay, now it's going to get cold again.
Well, it's gonna be crazy. I don't know. I don't know if I should wear jeans or if should I wear jeans or should I wear because it's going up to 70 something today and it's 50 already. Echo, what is the temperature going to be at 12:30?
Right now, it's 56 degrees Fahrenheit. Today, expect a high of 60.
All right. Echo, what is the temperature going to be at noon?
At 12 p.m., it will be 62 degrees Fahrenheit.
62. All right.
Started getting into this game yesterday. I don't know if anybody's out or played it yet, but it's on Google Play. It's called Awaken Chaos Era, or ACE.
Huh.
Adventure role play type thing. It's actually pretty fun. It's one of those games that's got a storyline and everything in it. So if you get into it, you want to play for a while, but you can play as little or as much as you want.
Huh? Interesting. I've never heard of it.
Yeah, I actually found it like a week or two ago, but it was the first time I actually had a chance to play it.
Mm-hmm.
I got into it last night. It's one of those games you can actually, it's one of those games where you get into it, the world disappears, and you're so deep into the game, you could have like a tornado outside and you wouldn't even notice it type deal. That's how
Huh.
deep you can get into it.
Jeez, I didn't get.
Very well written storyline. It can be a big game. You can change levels of your character, change levels of your armor. I mean,
so are you
can get
playing?
all
Is this a
different
beta
characters.
version?
Huh?
Is this a beta version?
No, the beta version actually came out last year.
Oh, okay.
This one's been the actual one I'm playing came out a few months ago, but the beta version was about 6 to 9 months ago to get used to it. Now that they fixed all the glitches, it's only been around a few months, but you can sit and play it for 5 minutes or for hours, and let's just say you could play for 4 hours and seem like it'd be like 5, 10, 15 minutes.
That's cool. Yeah, I like games that are like uh survival, like end of the world type scenarios. I love those type of games. Where you got to build like you got to build a bunker or stuff like that.
Oh, there's tons of those type of games, and they're
Yeah,
always coming out with new ones.
yeah, but the only bad part that is you can only go but so far, and then bam, you got to start paying to do that, or and
Well, you
another thing.
just Google survival games with no in-app purchase. There are a few of them out there.
Yeah, but another thing is that I don't like is that you're forced to do things that you don't want to do, and like they don't want you to they want you to join a league with everybody with somebody. I'm like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, the problem with that though is you always get bonuses if you do it though.
Yeah, but the thing is though, you got to do like if you join somebody's group, you got to do pretty much. You're not in charge of your own stuff in a way anymore. You have to do what the group says, or if the whole group goes fight somebody, you have to go. And I'm like, I don't want to do all that.
That's why there's an option to either create your own, or the bad thing about joining the group or league or clan or whatever you want to call it, if you don't check in at least once a day, then you lose your bonuses. That's why a lot of people try to start their own, but you almost have to have a bunch of friends that play the game to switch over to your own instead of switching over to theirs.
Right.
And then you got to find a game that, to me, I got to find a game where after a while it's not just the same repetitive stuff, or the storylines are changed, or the environments will be different, or you can't have the same thing over and over if it gets really, really boring. That's the reason I got rid of Stranger Tales, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
Because after a while, it was just the same stuff over and over and over again. I want something new.
Right.
So you almost want something where they keep adding on stuff every once in a while. It gets old and boring, nobody's going to play it anymore. You want new stuff, new characters, new gear, whatever you want to call it, new challenges, or else it'll get extremely boring, especially ones that you got to grind on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So one good thing about Raid, or the one I'm playing, you can always go back and replay levels. There has been ones I played a few months ago where you couldn't go back and replay the same levels if you got stuck. But if you ever replay the same level and test out the new people, it does help. Because you can't always level somebody up right when you get them. You only
No.
get too much.
Yeah, I mean, I played several of those. Like, what was it? Last resort or survival, last resort, or something like that. Or what's the survival state and stuff. I've played those and they were all right, but I just don't. Oh, Age of Z Origins. That's another one I've played. But I like, I hate that. Another thing I hate is when you see how these games are, that you're building your base and all, but the thing is though, you gotta do all this crap before you can start doing that. Or, to me, that's what all I want to do is pretty much, be on my own, build my base, fortify it, and just live it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, there's one that's really popular called Lost in Blue. It's a survival type game where you can go land, sea, air, etc. And suppose it's got tons of downloads. Morph game, 4.6 rating overall. I figured I'd send you the link just in case you're interested, but that seems to be the big one right now.
Yeah.
I've seen tons of ads for it. It's got over 5 million downloads.
I'll tell you. I'll check out. I gotta delete some games off my phone. I got my phone's about packed. I got so much.
Yeah, I had to do that this morning. I had like 6 or 7 games on there. It just got too big for my phone. It's like, well, I only play a few of them anyway, and the other ones I only play when I have time. So I did get rid of some of them.
Yeah, I got like 7 games right here.
Oh, that's too many for me.
I've got. Oh, I've had more. I had more than that. I deleted some of them.
I had 15 at one time, but then the memory was so full I couldn't play any of them.
I got some of the stuff I've got is some of the cool stuff I've got a lot of airplane stuff. Like I can follow the planes on the radar and stuff. I haven't done this one in a long time. It's called Replica. It's a not an Android.
And me and actually, I got Erica into Raid Shadow Legends. Me and her played it for a while, and then we had to eventually get rid of it because it got too big for the phone. That was just for one game. That's how big the game is. Just have one game downloaded and it's too big for the phone. Then they started making it available for PC and other devices. It just got way too big.
Yeah.
They kept adding on so much stuff I couldn't even play it on the phone anymore. It kept glitching. Or it wouldn't load up, or, they're always doing updates on it. I don't mind an update once in a while, but when you have one like every day, it gets ridiculous. But that's my own personal thing for it.
Mm-hmm. Now, see, I got this is cool. It's called Replica. It's an avatar, and it's an well, it's AI. It's an AI, artificial intelligence, and you can pick how you want, and you can talk to them, and they literally they become intelligent. The more you talk to them, the more they learn, and they they learn and they uh
Are you like talking Angela and some of those, or different ones?
no
That will be right back. Get something real quick.
yeah, I gotta get me some drink here a bit. Who's coming?
Not sure yet. I know Gen X is talking about coming in or coming back. A few other people I got messaged, but they don't know if they can. They're dealing with stuff right now, so. Well, I'll give it another 45 minutes, see if anybody shows up. I see we got one in here now. I might have to start going on later in the morning. I just figured I'd try it early morning one to see what happened.
Yeah, that's the thing though. I mean, you just go and try and see.
Different times, different days. And
Yeah,
it changes every week or every month.
you can never go. I mean, you can't really go, especially now that everybody's getting out, moving and stuff. They're not. You know, like it was. Like during 2020. Year 20. Year 20. When everybody was stuck at home, they can't go out and do anything. We're all locked up in the house. Then you could go anytime, and you would have a um
Bunch of people.
yeah, you would have a bunch of people because it's just everybody's stuck at home. And now they're moving around and getting out and doing things. They don't get that.
Yeah, actually, I was talking. There's another YouTuber that was I wasn't familiar with that was talking about it. Now that spring's coming and they're lifting the mask mandates and everything, that people are, like you said, getting out, doing more stuff, finally enjoying the outside for a little bit. You got to take the time and go when you can.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had a chance to go camping for a couple days or a week, I definitely would take it.
Oh, I would too. Oh, I would too.
It'd be at least a month from now because otherwise it's just too cold. But
Well, I like to go. Fun time. I go camping and be right there on the beach. That was fun. I mean, because we had the only thing that separated our campsite to the to the ocean, and the beach was a sand dune. That was it.
Well, it didn't matter if we were in the beach or a lake or whatever. I had no qualms about swimming in a lake. I never had any problems with it. Now, a river would be different, but a lake I have no problems with. Within a river, you got to deal with undertows and currents and all the other stuff.
Well, yeah, not only that, but there's a lot of other things. Like here, you can't go swim. Like the river here, you can't, or the canal, you can't go swimming in one because it's strong. Secondly, the alligators, and then on top of that, the gar too as well are very bad.
Well, you do have gars up here, but they're very, very few far in between. If you see one, you're lucky. That's how little they are up here. You hear rumors about them all the time, but if you see or are lucky to even bump into one or whatever, it's very, very rare.
Oh man, the alligator gar here is insane. Then we got the actual alligators in the water. Um, we have actually had crocodiles a couple times, some too, because our they swim up the river. So but crocodiles, they only live in the near. They're more saltwater, but they will swim up here because the canals, our river is connected to the ocean.
Well, same thing. New York and New Jersey, they've had different species of. I have had at least one different kind of shark that's come in.
Mm-hmm. They So that's we have had that before. So I don't know.
That's the one other good thing about living down south. I don't have to worry about jumping in a lake or something.
Why you say that?
It was like you said, with the gators and everything else in there, you don't know if you want to jump in.
I've been in the lake. I mean, it's not that bad. The lake is not too. You don't really have as much. I mean, yeah, they have the gar in there, but they don't have the alligators as much in there and all. I mean, some places where you go, on some of the there may be alligators there, but nah, the river is more alligatory. I mean, I've gone fish. I was fishing in the river one time and at night, and we heard an alligator slip down into the water.
Now, do you have to deal with snakes in the water down there too, or no?
Yes, we have cottonmouths.
Oh yeah, them are nasty. Cottonmouth moccasins.
Yeah, we got cottonmouths or water moccasins, whatever you want to call them.
Are they in the rivers and the lakes, or just mainly stay in the rivers?
No, they can be near the lakes as well. I mean, we're a bunch of waters that they like the water. But they can be around the canal, our canal, which the canal is actually hooked to the river. Then we have the river, but then you have the lake. The lake, yes, there are some cottonmouths. It's just around the woods and the cottonmouths.
Now, do you have any like dams or anything down there?
Yes, we actually have one. They had to put it in. It's called Thurman Dam. They had to put it in. It's pretty tall. It's a good sized tall one. Um, and that's what makes our lake as well. Uh, but they had to put it in because of the flooding. It, it flooded downtown real bad a lot, so they had to put that in. That's been there for a long time. I don't know. I think they put it in the 40s or 50s. I think maybe I'm not sure. 30s, 40s, 50s, but it's pretty big, and it's actually a generating plant too. It is an aqua plant. They generate power. Um. Then they have, um, trying to think. We
I know they're trying to get more solar power up here like they are down south. Because when I
Do you,
was anything from Kansas down to Texas, I see solar power and windmills everywhere.
yeah. Now, I mean, yeah, because they got this big deal now on TV. You see commercials all the time on TV about Generac is one of them. Tesla's another one. That uh, put panels on your roof, and you can actually make money off of it. To be honest with you, um, because you're generating power. But here, the thing is though that depending on where you live and how much sun you get, you can actually generate enough power. Where what they do is you actually can sell it to the power company, and then they take it and use it. So so you can actually sell back to them. Um, so, but I don't know. I think it'd be kind of cool. I know. I definitely want to generate. I would love to have. If I had a house, I'd love to have a generator put on it. Oh man, it's almost
Now,
11.
do you have any problems down there with like sewer systems backing up or any animals coming through the drains or?
No, no, no. Actually, we're not far from the sewage treatment plant. To be honest with you, we're not that
Okay.
far. Yeah, we're not that very far from it. Um, but no, no, animals don't come out. I mean, the worst thing we have here that gets in the house is we call them palmetto bugs, but they're like a big roach, big
Okay.
roach. They don't do anything as bad, but they get in the house, and sometimes they do come up. They come up. They can come up through your drains and stuff like that. They're in the sewers, so they can come up through the drains and stuff.
Yeah, that's what we got to watch out for. It can come up here. You have the silverfish or the box elder bugs.
Oh, I haven't seen silverfish in a long time.
They're all over up here. They love coming through the drain, so you always got to have them plugged up here.
Mm-hmm. Then um, let's see, not that, but oh heck, what's the other one? Trying to think, what was that other one? Darn it, oh, I can't think straight right now.
Oh, we have a big thing with the Asian beetles in the summer too up here.
Oh, do you?
Yep, the
Hmm.
ones where if you step on them, they stink.
Oh no, we do have what's called stink bugs. Um, down here.
We
Uh,
have them up here, but the Asian beetles have overtaken them big time.
okay, now let me ask: do y'all have cicadas and stuff like that up there?
Yeah, but like once every 7 or 8 years when they come out, you'll see them, but you only hear them and see them at night.
Yeah. Oh, they're pretty big down here. It gets loud. I mean, it gets loud with them.
Well, I'll put it this way: the smaller the town, the bigger the population of cicadas.
I don't know. I mean, because our city's a big city. Like, where it's a big city. It's like I think the second biggest city in Georgia. So I mean, uh,
I would think Atlanta would be first.
yeah, we're like second to them. But um, uh, but no, uh, but those cicadas are pretty big. I mean, because we have still have a lot of woods around.
Well, that and
Um,
the fact I think they like the warm weather more.
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah,
Most of the animals and insects prefer the warmer weather. So
yeah. But all right. So you want to you want to make your next topic like environmental type stuff.
I thought about it, but I'm not sure yet.
That can go in so many ways on you. It could be
That was
good,
just an idea thrown out there, but you
y-
never know.
right? I mean, it's it could be good, or it could be really bad idea, and
Well,
everything. So
the hard part with doing that is all the political aspects of what's
exactly,
going to happen. I really don't want to go down that route.
yeah, exactly, and that's what I'm saying. It can go because and and I'm going to be straight up forward with you. I think um, yes, a lot of the global warming stuff is political. It is. It's political. Um, is not as bad as they think. And they say they say these scientists and all say, oh no, and yeah, but how much are they getting paid to say that? That's the thing.
Yeah, true.
So because here's the thing: if they can, you get, they keep that going. That takes care of their agenda. That keeps their agenda going to doing away fossil fuels, doing away with cars, doing away with airplanes. You won't be able to travel anywhere. We will not be able to travel from here to England to Germany or anything, or even to Hawaii. Why? Because planes have been grounded. So I mean, no, no. So yeah, it can get very political on you if you ain't careful. Um, um, well, even like the topic we had today with Angel, that can get um that can get that can go it can go sideways on you too if you ain't careful.
Well,
Uh,
that's the other thing. I wanted to get make sure there isn't any crazy stuff going on in the chat, or if it gets too far right or left wing, I don't want to go that way either. So
hmm Yeah, because I can get very passionate when it comes to politics. Um, yeah. So that's one thing. Like I said, I don't talk about it and everything because it just causes a lot of problems, and you can lose a lot of friends. I've actually lost friends before because of the way I view things when I found out.
yeah, because everybody has their own. Nobody's really gonna look at everything the same way when it comes to religion and politics, anyway.
Right, because that's what makes us all individuals. Nobody's right or nobody's wrong. Yes, everybody will think, "Oh, well, I'm right. I'm right. You're
That
wrong."
the fact there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that a lot of people don't know about that could be going on.
hmm Thank God. I hate when
And
people say,
unless you're actually there, you don't know for a fact. And you can't be there. I don't care how high you up, you can't be there for every one of these backdoor meetings.
no. Oh man, I tell you, I don't know what it is lately, but my feet have been really since especially since my A1Cs went up. My feet have gotten so freaking where they're so dry. They're so. I mean, they look like no offense to old people, but they look like old people's feet. Old feet. They're that real pale white, ashy, dried, and stuff, and they're
Well,
splitting.
you usually, when it means the A1C numbers are going up, that means the actual diabetic numbers are going up too, or you're having a lot of roller coasting numbers.
Yeah, mine. They say mine is with the A1Cs. Mine the diabetic numbers are starting to go up. I've been having a lot of issues. My feet have been hurting more and burning. They've been like burning and hurting, almost like needles in them.
I've been there.
But it's like lately here, my feet have been like splitting. They get like that real fine, where it feels like really it feels like pricklies from a pricklies on it, and you can't like if how sometimes when you accidentally get into a cactus or something, and they have that where the pricklies they're small and they're so small they get stuck in you. You just touch it and it catches. That's basically like that. Yeah. Oh, what time is it? It's almost 11. I need to go get something to drink. Whoever texted you is coming back.
I don't know. I had a few people texting me that today had stuff going on, but they're going to try to make it. So,
Oh,
like I said, I'll go another 25, 30 minutes here and see what happens.
yeah. I'm gonna go get something to drink real quick. How many's in here? Just one?
Just the one. We've had one almost the whole time, except the very beginning we had three.
Hmm. And I bet you that one's me. But I mean, this thing is when they get, I think you'll pick up once you get the replays going because this has been quite interesting, really.
Well, it is nice to see that on the last one I did the other day, I had twice as many people watch it as I had subscribers, so that helps.
Yeah. What was that? What was that about?
The one I did yesterday on the UFO thing,
Oh yes. Yeah.
I had twice as many people watch it. Actually, almost 2.5 times as many people watch it as I have current subscribers.
Yeah. Yes. That was an interesting
Not
topic.
many people can say that. I know it's a low number, but that's still huge.
Yeah. I mean, I've had it before. I only had like 90 to 100. So. But I had like over 200 watch it. But that's because it went into the algorithm, and it went to the algorithm, and it was getting pushed out more.
And I try to stay away from those sub for sub channels
Yeah, me too. I don't do
because
that.
a lot of them, they'll just say they subbed you or they'll sub you, and the next day they'll unsub you. So I stay away from those. I've had many instances where all of a sudden I go up a bunch of people, and next day they all unsubscribe.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It'll work. Well, but I mean, I don't know how many I've got now. I don't know. I'm like almost at 100 now.
Yeah, my goal is on this one to start with 100 and go from there.
I got
I got a little
96.
ways to go.
I've got 96. I've gone up some. I tell you, the views aren't as good on mine lately. I think that's one thing. I got like the first one was 115, then I got 55, 80, 45.
Well, I have noticed on a lot of channels, the views have gone down. Like I said, whether they're getting out more often or they're just having more stuff to do, or who knows what it could be. They're just not as many. It doesn't seem like as many people were on YouTube as they were before.
Yeah, I think.
Or they just don't have time.
Yeah, or they're so busy doing their YouTube stuff, and that's it. But yeah, I don't know. So I think a lot has to do with your topic as well, because I mean the topics that I had were not that good of topics. The first one was good because it was hey, it's been a while, let's have fun, and then that was the biggest one. I had 100 something views on it. Then it just slowed down. But I mean, yeah, granted, I mean, I'm definitely not pulling in everybody that a lot of the people that I used to pull in.
Yeah, and I do know a few YouTubers that can come up with topics like every day and always have a good audience, so to speak. But
Yeah.
a lot of them are monetized,
Oh, wow.
so that's a difference too.
Yep. That's the thing. Coming up with a topic, because the one problem is everybody starts putting the same topics down, and then it's like, okay, why watch yours? What makes you so different? You had the same topic, but what's so different about you that the other person? I mean, why should I watch you when this person is doing the same topic? That's the problem. And that's the one thing I want to try to stay away from the paranormal in a way, because a lot of these things are flooded. They are flooded. They don't. There's no room to talk about it because everybody's already talked about it and all. So
A
I don't
lot
know.
of them, not all of them, but a lot of them are been there, done that. Same tired scenario over and over.
Right. I mean, it's just so yeah. It's definitely its topics are getting old and they're
The
not
same way with movies and TV and everything else. It's like even music, been there, done that.
right. I mean, how many times can you talk about a freaking Dog Man? How many times can you talk about Hellhounds? How many times can you talk about uh, Bigfoot? And how many times? It's the same way with all the channels. That's all they talk about.
Unless there's something new or something you actually have on film or recording or
Mhm.
this, that, whatever, unless it's something that just came up out of the blue, a lot of it, like you said, is the same old. I'm not saying all of it is. I'm saying a lot of it is.
Right. Right.
Unless if people end
Hey,
up,
Gen X.
unless people end up changing stories or folklore, or this, that, whatever, or it gets changed. Hey, Gen X.
Well, and this is the thing, though. But see, if you notice, they all stay with the same topic, but they don't talk about um uh they won't talk about the other stuff because it's like I guess it's like almost like if they talk about it, it could bring it to them. And all maybe I
Yeah,
don't
I've
know.
heard that too.
Yeah. So,
Well,
I mean,
mainly Gen X are just talking about how a lot of the topics that people talk about are getting rehashed, and a lot of it is just the same stuff over and over, depending on what channel you go to.
yeah. I mean, you can't talk. Okay, maybe the as far as cryptic side, yeah, they can't talk about paranormal. That's different. I mean, you can talk about a lot about something about the paranormal because I mean every situation is different. But but then again, like I said, the paranormal talk is just so flooded. It really is. And I think that's why nobody's if you notice, not many people are moving up anymore. Why? Because it is the field, the paranormal to the cryptic or whatever is so saturated with people now doing it that
Yeah.
y- y- it's hard to, set yourself to, to where you're different from the others. It's because it's all y'all talking about the same topic. You're saying the same things. You're repeating it over and over.
That's why when it comes to paranormal or cryptic stuff, it's
Hmm.
best to have a panel of people from different areas of what they believe or what their background or their religion or whatever is.
Oh yeah, and yeah, you're right. There's a lot of scenarios that plays effect on how uh uh things are done between the paranormal to the cryptics to whatever. It's just a lot.
Things are done differently in different countries. I meant.
Right,
Not saying that one way is better than the other. It's just
right,
different places do things differently.
right. Um, Gen X, Area 51. What mystery? Um, so you're talking about Area 51? Yes. Um, paranormal. You see ghosts? Yes, I do. I'm not like the most top type people. They say, "Oh, I don't want to talk because I'll talk about it." If you ask, I'll talk about it. I'll tell you. But
Now
yes,
I'm not one of these people. I can see it, but I can feel if it's around.
hmm
So I couldn't necessarily see it, but I could definitely tell you if there's something there. I couldn't tell you what it is, but I could definitely tell you if there's something there.
really, yeah, yeah. I mean, I do. I see spirits. I can see spirits. I see angels. I see demons. I see. I can see. Yes, I see the other. Not cryptic, but the face side. I can see that as well. I mean, I can see. I can actually see. Yes, I can actually see gens. I've seen gens. In fact, I see a gen a lot of times because a gen does come here. Hellhounds. That's on the cryptic side, and yes, I see that as well. and he comes here quite often. Um, I can see, like I said, I can see demons. Yes, I've seen them. Angels, yes, very much real. So I see them. Um, fairies, yes. Gargoyles, yes.
Hey, Savage, thanks for coming in.
Yeah, no. A lot of the crap. That's the thing, though. A lot of it is all underground. Really, a lot of it is all
And
underground.
we don't know how deep underground it is.
No, I'd say fairly deep. Now, I'm not talking about Raccoon City. From deep like uh, like Raccoon City from Resident Evil, deep. But I'd say pretty deep. I'm pretty sure there's some very deep bunkers in that place, and they go wide. So yeah, and I think a lot of things are hidden underground. Mm. But
This goes out to Gen X and Savage too. What in your area are there any rumors, mythology, folklore of creatures, ghosts, spirits, etc. that you've heard, seen, been told about? I'm sure it's way different in India. Yeah, I have watched the trailer already, Gen X. Okay.
um, as far as Area 51 is concerned, no, I'd say it's pretty much a lot more underground. Because if really though, it's mostly hangars. If you look at Area 51, it's mostly hangars. Airplane hangars. So a lot of it, I think, a lot of it is down underground.
I
Big
thought
bunkers.
it. I thought for a second you were going to say coat hangers.
No,
Coat hangers.
hangars, airplane hangars. Uh, and I think the most more classified stuff's down underground. So okay, where's Savage from?
I'm not sure. I know who he is, but I'm not sure where he's at. I know he's in the U.S. as far as I know.
I see that B Savage. I keep wanting to say, think Ben Savage.
I'm just think the cryptid aspect of it. It's definitely different in other areas or other countries, other
Oh,
religions.
oh
Definitely.
yes, definitely. Like Bigfoot, there's multiple variances of Bigfoot. I mean, you got to figure like the Arctic, you got the Yeti, or even
Oh, okay.
from New England. Okay, um, so China, the
Thank
Asians
you,
have their own.
Savage.
They have their own Bigfoot. So I mean, there's a lot of Bigfoot variances out there. Um,
Thank you for
uh,
the 4.
crap, I can't think. It's like something's pulling my head.
Well, look at Ireland, some of the other places where you think about leprechauns, fairies, sprites. It's kind of
Mhm.
ingenuous. Maybe that's the wrong word, but to certain areas or certain places.
And the thing is, though, I think also, and mind you, this is my opinion. So it's not fact or anything like that. I can't say it is true or not. But this is my opinion that that a lot of things are the same, but they're different names. Same thing, different names.
I can agree with that to some point, yes. Whereas you could be talking about the exact same thing, but there's just a slight difference or slight change.
Yeah, lots of hauntings all the way, all up that way, and witchcraft too. Yeah, um, yeah.
Well, I believe that, Savage.
Mhm.
That I do definitely believe. Because New England, well, of course, the whole witchcraft thing, we all
What?
know about that.
Yeah, what is it? Winston Salem.
How about Salem, Massachusetts?
Yeah.
And I'm sure people. Let me throw this example out here too. I think witches are treated different here than they are in other areas or other countries. There could be
Yeah,
stereotypes could be different. You know, they could be treated different. It's a whole different spiel depending on where you're at.
yeah,
Well, good.
um, yeah. I agree. Witches, witches are definitely even just today. Some witches are, it's more accepting, but yet some, uh, they do,
They also can be looked down upon because of various stuff in the past
right.
and what people have said.
Yes. Um, yeah.
And there's all different varieties and off sections to everything.
Yeah. All right. Let me go. I'm
Then
gonna
yeah,
go.
what you use it for, your intentions and everything else. I'm in Minnesota and Sling is in Georgia.
Mhm.
And then Savage is over in New England. So we're all over north, south, and east coast.
Yep. All right. I'm gonna go. All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get me something to drink, and I gotta get something to drink. It's almost 11:30. Um, I'm thirsty. Talking all the time. This whole time has got me really thirsty. Not only not only that, but my meds don't help either. So all right, let me go get me some drink. I'll be right back. I might get a bite
Yeah.
to eat too as well. So I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah. But just to let you know, I am here. Oh, currently in Arkansas. Okay. I haven't been to Arkansas, but I've been to Oklahoma, who are pretty much right next door. So I've met a few people from Arkansas. And definitely know there's all types of different kinds of witches, and there's different types of covens and everything else out there. All right, Gen X. Well, let's just say I was into it at one time. I'm not really that into it now. I just know enough to talk to other people if the subject comes up. Well, let's just say if you're going to go that route, I'd be more good or neutral when I was into it. Not so much anymore. I know enough if the topic was brought up, I know how to talk to people about it, whether they are good, bad, or neutral. But I don't go that route anymore. It's just my own personal choice on that. I'll still read this, that, or whatever, or talk to people about it, but from time to time. But I've pretty much given up majority of it. But that was personal reasons. Now I know there is a school of wizardry and witchcraft in the U.S. I know where it's at. I have talked to them, but I really haven't got to the point where I enrolled or anything into that type of stuff. Wizard of Oz, it's funny, Savage. Oh, that's cool, Savage. But I plan on going another 11 minutes and then I'll probably shut it down for now. Questionable if I'm going on this weekend. I definitely won't be on Monday. And I definitely won't be on tomorrow. But I have said that before and things have changed, so we'll see what happens. Or if anybody has another idea for the next topic, please let me know in the comment section. All right, Savage, we do welcome you in, but we have been on for a little while, so I just need a little break, if nothing else. I do have other things I need to do later, mainly putting them off for now.
Oh, okay. What's up?
Well, I did plan on going another 9 minutes and then taking a little break here. Now, I won't be going on Friday or Monday, and the weekend is questionable, but if somebody does go on, please let me know. I don't know what's going on yet for the weekend.
Yeah, I know. Monday, I got stuff going on Monday. I got doctor's appointments Monday.
Yeah, I got stuff going on Monday and Friday for the next few weeks.
Yeah.
And the weekend, you never know. It all depends on what comes up.
Yeah, I need to get. I need to eat, and I got to get dressed, and I'll get ready to go. So I can go get him. We can go get him, and then
Yeah,
go
I
do.
got to do a little cleaning later. Clean up the house a little bit.
Yeah. So everybody's leaving.
Well, two people have left, but we still got two people in here, and I'm gonna go another 8, 9 minutes and see where it goes.
Yeah, I can hear you're getting tired, and I'm like, shh. And I got.
Well, I've also been up since between 5 and 6 this morning, so I'm at the point where I might just need a temporary nap, and then I'll be good. But then I got stuff I got to do, so.
Yeah.
And I know you got stuff you got to do later, so.
Yeah, I'll probably be home.
And now I
Maybe by
know.
5.
And next time I go on, I'm gonna make it a little later. I'll wait till about I'd say 8, 9 o'clock or later to start going on.
Yeah.
Maybe 9:30, 10. That's when it seems when I get some more people in, so I'll put it at a later time. See who shows up, and hopefully I'll have get a few more people, and hopefully the topic goes well.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that'd been a good topic, for sure. Especially if you had, it was maybe a different time. It had a lot more participation in it, um, but yeah, but yeah,
Well, like I said, it's questionable on the weekend depending on what comes up. Who's around, who's doing what. That's still too early to tell.
yeah,
As we don't know who's going on or when or anything. That's yet to be determined. So,
yeah. Because I don't know if I'm gonna go. I may go live. I don't know. It's so much easier just to get on people's panels right now because
yeah, play it by ear and see what comes
you
up.
know. But I might do one. I don't know. I might want to do it tomorrow night. I don't know yet. It's all up in the air. Like I said, it's just all depends on how I feel.
Yeah, and if anything comes up, because anything could come up anytime,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We just hope you're doing better, Carl.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I'm not as bad as I was. So I think that virus is about gone.
Oh, that's good.
And then I can just deal with I gotta deal with try to figure out how to deal with the pain for it down there. I mean, it's just my stomach is just too sensitive. I can eat some things and it just overreacts. What most people, they just get a little slight discomfort but I'm in freaking pain.
Well, watch what you eat and probably stay away from the spicy stuff.
Yeah. Actually, it's more not spicy. It's more like grease. Really, I can't eat a lot of meat and
Okay.
right now for some reason. Certain meat, especially red meat, is the worst. I can eat all the chicken and I'm fine. But
Now
I think
you
that's
just,
due to the
now
fatty
you just
liver.
got to determine what you're going to plan out for meals around what upsets you and what doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
I recognize the song in the background, Carl.
It's actually a commercial.
Yeah.
It's for a bingo game on on your phone. You
Oh
have a phone.
yeah.
But it's what's her name? The one that sings all about that bass.
Yeah, I can't stand her.
Oh, why?
All About the Bass is, to me, it's one of the worst songs I've ever heard.
I don't know. I like it, but I like I like the girl like that.
Did you know they actually had an opposite version of that song called All About the Tenor?
No.
Yeah. Because the bass were about bigger girls and the tenor was about thinner girls.
Oh Lord. Well, she's not a skinny girl. She's a decent sized girl too. She's got some curves.
I just figured for every one of those type of songs, there's always a side version or opposite version of it.
Oh yeah. So what's your plans? You're going to take a nap and what?
Yeah, get up, clean the house a little bit, and probably just go from there. Well, I'll give you an example. Carl, remember that song Scrubs by TLC?
No.
Don't Want No Scrub?
Oh yeah, I've heard. Yeah.
Yeah, they have an alternate version where I Don't Want No Pigeon by Sporty Thieves. The opposite version.
Yeah.
I actually like the opposite version too.
Never heard it.
Well, I was mainly talking about women with wigs, fake hair, fake nails, this, that, whatever.
All right.
Well, I won't go into details, but you get the idea.
Oh yeah. I had to put my phone on charge, so have a full charge when I go because I'm gonna be bored for a while.
You'll be all right. I'm sure you'll find something to watch or go online with. But I think I'll let this go. I thank everyone for coming in and showing up. And now I have an idea to go on a little later. And maybe we'll get a few more people in next time. And I'll just leave it at this and see how many people, what comes in, just go from there. Mainly just going on to talk to everybody, see how everybody's doing, and just having a topic for people to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
But I thank everybody. I wish everybody a good day and a good weekend in case you don't see me then. But if you might see me popping in and out of streams, but all depends on where everybody's at.
Yep.